Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Happy 2026. It is officially the new year and officially time for me to get on my A game. Now, for today's video, we are going to be doing a total reset for the new year. We are going to be reorganizing my bookshelves, decluttering, doing a haul of what I've gotten in the last couple of months, going through some goals that I want to accomplish this year. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into fixing these shelves, which I am petrified to do because it sounds like a good idea now, but I know the moment I start moving those books and I have to put them back, I'm gonna want to give up. I am. Say now that I'm gonna get rid of books, but I have a action that I'm gonna give away probably too. I don't know how to not be a hoarder. So, book strategy. Here's what I'm thinking. Will this change? Most likely. I want this full shelf dedicated to everything that I've read and that I've loved. And this one maybe. If not, it'll probably have to be an extension of my TBR because this one, I want it solely for my TBR and everything that I have not read. Now, I know for a fact that my TBR is most likely, over 300 books, which is insane because I really want to get to a point where my TBR is just my TBR cart and that I'm buying as I'm reading, which I know is probably going to take so long to get there. Hopefully not. Who says I can't read 300 books in a year? Sometimes delusion is just the way to go. I want to clear out my TBR cart and rearrange it for the new year. And if you can see behind my lovely chair here, I also have a stack of books that I have bought within the last couple of months, maybe the last 3 months. And I want to clear this little area here, make it all nice and neat, and maybe have some books stacked up here as well. Boy, oh boy, do you and me, bestie, have our work cut out for ourselves today. Now, my delusional ass brain is telling me that I'll finish this within 2 hours. Now, how accurate that's going to be, not sure. But that's what I'm thinking. That's what the vibe is. So I guess let's just take all these books off of the shelf, which is one of the biggest dreads of my life. I know I don't want to do that. I know I don't want to. I do not want to remove these books. Yet, I will. For you, anything, dude. Anything. Okay, let's get started. Let me stop procrastinating because that's what I'm doing. I don't want to do this so bad. I'm just talking to you, But new year, new me. So let's get this show on the road. You guys want to know what's so silly? I buy candles for my bookshelves. My Bookish era. This candle's so cute. Never going to use them. And they smell good too. Maybe I should use them. Look at all this dust. Ugh, that's disgusting. But what's the point? What's the point? I think first we're going to do a pile of haven't read and have read. So then I can kind of make up where everything's going to go. Because this is real overwhelming. My absolute babies. I feel like we need to reread in 2026. Fun fact, I've never reread anything in my life. I'm trying to make just one TBR shelf, right? But do you separate series? Because to me, I love to keep them together. Have I read up to book 4 in Zodiac? Yes. But technically, I haven't read it. So it shouldn't be on my read shelf until I read it. However, I had to get through Ruthless Boys. Things like that. I hate separating them, but I think it's for the best if I do. Y'all let me know down below. Do y'all separate y'all series? The way I already want to give up, and we've barely just taken them off. And we got to start separating, cleaning, and then I have some books all the way up there that I'm going to probably have to get a chair or get my husband to take them down because I have no idea how I'm going to get those down and fix them. I have an insane amount of books. This is ridiculous. This is getting a lot out of hand. I just don't know how you choose between keeping them or giving them away, because what if, let's say, I give up Love Theoretically. I say I'm never going to read this. And it turns out that if I would have read this, it would have been a 5-star. Like, how do you know? You don't know. And I'm definitely a lover of all books, and I love, maybe not nonfiction, but I do love historical fiction, and I love thrillers, and I love romance, and I love everything. Like, I don't think that there's a genre that I'm like, oh, that's my genre. I don't want to read anything other than that genre. I love fantasy. I love, like, fiction, just like regular fiction, women's fiction. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna get, like, I mean, there is some where, like, American Dirt, it sounds good. Chances of me picking this book, very unlikely, but I do want to read it. I just, when is the time, you know? And then I don't ever stop buying books, so that's even harder. If it isn't the consequences of my own actions. I guess I'll stop procrastinating, take those books down, wipe these shelves off, and we can get this train moving. Realistically, I'm going to look at the books that I have already read to see what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to let go of, just because I feel like that's easier. I already read them. I know if I like them or not. I know if I'm going to keep them or not. So let's go through this speed round. I think I'm going to go ahead and let go of The Sun Is Also a Star. I like it. It was a mid-read, but I just feel like someone else can enjoy it. I enjoyed it, but I don't think it's one that I will revisit. I just feel bad because it's annotated. It makes me not want to, but maybe I'll put it in a little library and someone can still enjoy it. I'm on the fence about this. The Storied Life of AJ Fickery. I think that I would revisit this. Such a good, cute read. We'll put this in the maybe, just in case. I do really like, I really did like it. It's not like, I would think it's a 4, not really a 5-star. So, Night, great book. Heartbreaking. However, I don't think that I will ever revisit this. Perfect Marriage. Like The Perfect Marriage. Am I ever going to read it again? No, I'm not. And so for that reason, we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. The Perfect Divorce. Also getting rid of because I did not like this one. Sucks because it's beautiful. But yes, bye. Fourth Wing. I have 3 copies of this. I do not need the UK version. The Teacher. I did not like this book. Now, I didn't want to give it away because it is a Frida book, and I might still just keep it because it's a Frida book, but I'm going to ask my sister-in-law. She really loves Frida. If she will take it, then I will give it to her. If not, I will just keep it. Whisper Man, good book, mid. I don't think it's anything that I'm going to ever revisit, and that's my issue with a couple of thrillers. Is like, I don't know what to keep. I don't know what to give away. Because of that, like, will I revisit them? Probably not. But are they some of, like, really good ones that I loved? Yeah. This is where it becomes so hard because I'm not a chronic rereader. Oh, it's just so hard. This shitness is hard. But maybe I will be. Maybe this is a year of me rereading things and I'm going to be a new person. So, put back everything that I have read and then little by little start sectioning off what I haven't read. I have finally finished my shelf of books I've read, and surprisingly so, I have space in the bottom in case I get new books that I read now to work on this. Let me just show you pile of nonsensory that is going down here. The state of my floor. I find a way to fit all of this into these two bookshelves. The good thing is I didn't use this one for all the ones that I have read. So let's start doing these and inputting them into Fable and start trying to fix these up. I really did want to do rainbow shelves, but I don't know. And I'm losing light, so this might have to be a 2-day session. But on good note, I have finished my first 45-minute session for my 75 booked. Okay, let's go through all the books that I have bought in the past couple of months and take off stickers and kind of just spread them around the pile of books that I haven't read. Most of the books that I buy are discounted. A lot of Goodwills, a lot of half-price books, bargain section at a million. So I did get Exodus. This is the next book in the Raven Hood series, and I got it for $5. So I'm just going to go through and literally take the stickers to all of these off because I hate stickers with a passion. And of course, they're going to come up in the most hideous ways. Of course, book. Why? Why must we do this? It's like they really hate book lovers. What is this? Ooh, it was from Target. That's what they were trying to hide under there. Okay, another one. I got The Darkest Night by Gina Showalter. My aunt has read this series and says that it's so good. Not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of the mass paperbacks, but maybe. I mean, like, this was the Kindle before Kindle was a Kindle. You can just, it's a pocket book. And who doesn't love a pocket book? So this was only $3 at Half Price Books. That's insane. But she made it sound really good. So I trust her. She is the biggest reader in my life. We'll see. We'll see. And this one doesn't have a sticker, but I got Dungeons and Drama. I got this actually at the Five and Below for, I think, $10. So not even discounted. Days in June. I got this at a Goodwill. Looks like I already took the price off. I actually won this. I think this was my first win of the giveaways that Goodreads have. It's like Regency era, but they also have like a game that they have to win. I don't know. Ace of Spades. And if you guys see any books that you want me to read, y'all let me know down below and I will definitely make that happen. And then one of my besties on TikTok, she gifted this to me. I Study in Drowning. I'm so excited to read this. I've been in the biggest book slump and I will put her down below. She is amazing. Her name is Library Card Declined. Makes just the funniest things on TikTok and I love her so much. I can't wait to actually start reading this and maybe get to buddy read. Yeah, I just feel like I've been gone from socials for so long. Half Price Books, I also got Saint by Sierra Simone. This is the third book, I believe, in the, I don't even know what, in the Priest series. I loved Priest and I loved Sinner. Sinner is like one of my favorites, so I'm very excited to see Saint. I think that that's their other brother, like their last brother. A lot of people are a little jarred by Priest, although some very spicy stuff does happen. I feel like it's not as blasphemous as I thought it would be, and I actually really enjoyed it. Then I got a reappearance of Rachel Price. One of my friends actually gifted me this. She got double in the mail, and lucky me, I won a copy. Then I got My Killer Vacation by Tessa Bailey. I got this at a Goodwill, but I believe I already took the price off. And then I have Wilding Prey. This is actually our monthly book for Probably Smut Book Club. I love their covers. They're so beautiful. Yet I have so many that I haven't read, and that is becoming an issue. I got The Lies of Lena and the Sins of Silas at Half Price Book. One was $8, the other one was $14. Such a good find. The original indie covers, I know she's changing them, and I'm really excited to read these. Everybody on TikTok absolutely goes feral for them, and I'm excited. I love me a good fantasy. And her covers are stunning. I'm so glad that I was able to get them before they went out of print, because I think she's getting traditionally published. And I also follow her on TikTok, and Miss Kylie Snow is just a beauty. She's so beautiful. And I love the way she does her makeup. Then I got Unite Me. I believe I got this at a Goodwill. Also already took the tag off. I have been slowly finishing this series, Goodwill by Goodwill. I always find them there, and so my goal is to get them all at the Goodwill. And I got No Exit. I believe I also took the tag off, and I actually started to try to read this until I realized I saw the movie. And now I'm unsure if I want to continue it or just leave it alone. Woman on Fire. This is also a Goodwill one. I don't even know why I got this, to be honest with you. Sometimes I go to a Goodwill, see that they have books, and I have to walk out with one, and that's a real issue that we're trying to stop in 2026. Malice by John Gwynn. I have heard very good things about this. Also found this at a Goodwill for $2. Although this book does kind of intimidate me just because of how huge it is. But I have been wanting to get into what I like to call boy fantasy, which is just, I'm pretty sure, high fantasy. But pretty much just fantasy without the romance. That I have read anything that's high fantasy. I think the only thing that comes to mind when I think about that is Throne of Glass, and I know it does have a romance subplot towards the end, but I think that that's the only thing that I can think of. Have Reorganizations. I actually got an arc of this, and I was just in the biggest book slump that I wasn't able to read it, and I feel so bad because it's already out and published. It is a sci-fi romance. Underhead and The Toll, which are book 2 and 3 from Scythe and Sparrow. I don't know if this has a Arc of Scythe is the trilogy name. I believe there's just a trilogy, but I bought them at Goodwill, and so I have the whole series bought off Goodwill. Sometimes you just need a good patience and determination that you will find them at Goodwill, because you will. The Goodwill has some gems. I think that's my favorite bookstore. When people are like, oh, let's go to the bookstore, I immediately think Goodwill. Also a Goodwill one, Untrue Love by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I hear so much good things about Taylor Jenkins Reid that I just have FOMO, and I buy everything that she publishes, especially if I see it on the Goodwill. Then I got The Devil All the Time. This was also at the Goodwill. I have no idea why I picked it up. Have no idea what this book is even about. To be honest with you, it says, for fans of No Country for Old Men. Sure to give you goosebumps. I'm not an old man, but I do live in the South. One says have you on the edge of your seat, so maybe that's a good thing. Oh, it's an Appalachian crime story. I am absolutely terrified of the freaking Appalachians, and let me tell you why. Because there's ghosts out there. I know it. Every time that my TikTok gets on the Appalachian For You, I'm terrified. They're over here oh, you have to close down the kitchen, put all the blinds. If you hear your name being called, you need to not respond. Who's calling my name? Absolutely not. I will not go to the Appalachians. I don't care how much you try to pay me. Nope. So maybe this will be a good read, and I got lucky. I got Things in Jars by Just Kid. This was also from a Goodwill. Do I have a clue what this is about? No, this is a theme, you see. A theme of me just buying books for no reason, just because I went to Goodwill. I need to stop going to Goodwill. I got Secluded Cabin Sleeps 6. Once again, do I have a clue what this is about? No, but I was at the Goodwill and I had to come out with something. And it sounds like it's a thriller, terrifying, keep the lights on, sold. Sold, and for a good $4, you can't beat that. I mean, you can. Free can beat that, but I have an issue, you see. This is why in 2026 we are not binge buying books. We are finishing our TBR. I also got Crushed at Goodwill and Conversations with Friends by Sally Rooney. I think we're just gonna speed round on the last ones that I have. Got the entire Dear Reader trilogy at Half Price Books, and the last two I got are Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This was also a Goodwill find, which is amazing since it's literally a brand new. And I also got Holly by Stephen King. I have been wanting to slowly but surely collect all of Stephen King's works, which is insane because let me tell you how many Stephen King books I have read. Big fat zero. A big fat zero. But a delusional woman can continue to be delusional. This is my year to read Stephen King. I know it. I've been collecting his books for 2 years now. This is the year. Moving on, we have to get everything off of this TBR card. BRB. The way that I am so over this. Their room is flooded in books. Let me show you. Books on the bed. Books on the floor. What is this? I said I would regret these decisions, and here I am regretting my decisions. I also want to make it harder on myself and want to put in all the books that are on my physical TBR on my Fable so that I can have Fable pick my reads. And if you see any books on here that you want me to read, y'all let me know, and I will definitely make dedicated reading vlogs to what you guys are telling me to read. Even if you don't see it on here, I'll go out and buy it. Like, literally, I have issues. You know, when I'm buying books, I'm like, yeah, I love books. I'm gonna read all these books when I get home. And doing this, I'm like, girl, what is wrong with you? You literally cannot stop spending money. You have issues. You need to get rid of all these books and start fresh. Look how beautiful this book is. Has anybody taken the time? The map is on the inside. Look, tell me that's not stunning gorgeous. See you in 3 years, I guess. It's officially the next day, and I have finally finished these dang bookshelves. This took me all night. I'm done. So let's go ahead and show you around. The good thing that came out of this is that I was able to input everything into Fable and Goodreads. If you want to go ahead and follow me on that, I'll have it linked down below. I also got to finish Do Not Disturb by Frida McFadden. I listened to that yesterday. Incredible. I did. At the beginning, I was like, girl, this is sounding a lot like The Housemaid, but she carried on, and I should have never doubted her. I give it a solid 3.75. This girl, she's running away from something. She ends up being at this hotel, and in this hotel, a bunch of things start happening, and you get so many different points of view, and the ending completely got me. I really did not see that coming at all. But anyways, let's get into showing you around these bookshelves. Get to clean out that little station. It's all nice and cute now. Then we move over to TBR shelf, which are this shelf and this shelf. Now, can you guys guess in the comments how many books I was able to pack in there? We move over, and I have my shelves of all the books that I have read and loved. I did get rid of some just thrillers that really I knew I wasn't going to read anymore. I even have a little bit of space down there to add more books whenever I do move them from to be read to read. Then right next to it, we have my TBR cart. I don't know if this is going to stay the same, just because a lot of these books are the same as what I had last year, but there is a couple on there that I have been dying to read, and then we obviously just have my reading chair. Honestly, just so happy that I'm finally done with that. It only took half of my life away. Okay, so now let's go over some goals that I have for the next year. These are just for me so that next year I can look at these and hopefully say I got to check some of these off. I think I have like 5. My first one is to consistently post on YouTube and TikTok. Tend to be really not consistent on YouTube, but I have only been doing it for the last like 3 months. So I'm really hoping to be able to post every Sunday from here to the end of the year. Yeah, I mean, it's a little scary because editing is time consuming and filming is time consuming, and I do have 2 kids, so it's a little daunting, but I feel like I can do it. And I feel like if I work at it, I'll get better at it. Also want to be consistent on TikTok. I am more consistent on TikTok than I am on YouTube, but your girl always ghosts everyone. Like, I literally will post for 5 months straight every day, sometimes twice a day, and then all of a sudden I will not be on there for 4 months. Like, girl. Second goal is to get my channel to 300 subscribers. Right now I'm at 75. That's only like 100 and something away from 300. I really am hoping to get there. I know it's going to take time and dedication and being consistent, but I think that I can get there. I'm nervous because I feel like it's a lot harder to gain subscribers on YouTube than it is on TikTok. Really hoping that I can get to 300 and just have like consistent views. I would love to have a little community here on YouTube. It just looks like so much fun. Yeah, I'm so excited for the new year. We'll see. I also want to receive my first PR this year. That is one of my biggest goals. Seeing your girl's manifesting getting her first PR. My first book mail from a publisher. Like, I'm excited and I know it can happen if I just keep manifesting it and saying it to the world. So this year will be the first year I get PR. I know it. I know it in my soul. And lastly, what I feel is a goal every year, and that is to lower this dang TBR. If you saw my TBR shelves, the hand is ridiculous. I am at 278 books unread. That is insanity. I'd be able to lower it more than like 40 books, 30 even, probably not. But I do want to make a conscious effort to read off of my TBR and not off of KU or going to the bookstores or running around Goodwill like I have no sense in mind. Those are my goals for the new year of 2026. You guys let me know what your goals are this year, and I think I'm going to end it here. See you guys later.